After 2 weekends in the box office, the Fantastic Four has determined that it is an absolute flop, and all the legacy media and all the legacy media shills are in full cope and meltdown mode. And it's actually kind of funny to read because some of this is hilarious. We're watching some of the most like D-tier people in Hollywood try and cope, and they're blaming the fans because it's never the story writers who are writing these trash stories that are the problem here. No, it's the fans that are wrong. And then we've even got the Den of Geeks sitting here trying to say it's not a flop, guys. It's not a flop. It's doing great. We totally understand what's going on. And then we've got movies from this year to even compare it to. We have Jurassic World Rebirth, which I said was going to be a box office hit because normies don't care. They just want to see dinosaurs. And then we've got Superman, who everybody said was a flop, but I mean, it kind of was a flop because it didn't make its money back, but it did better than this garbage. So yeah, the Fantastic Four's been out for 2 weekends now, and shocking surprise, nobody cares about the MCU because Disney decided to ruin everything people wanted to see. But here's the cope from the Den of Geek. To be clear, unlike Eternals or Cat 4, Fantastic Four had a solid 9-figure opening weekend, so it's not a flop, despite what social media chatter might say. Are you sure about that, buddy? Are you absolutely sure about that? Let's try that again. The article from that Park Place. Influencers in full meltdown as Fantastic Four first steps box office plummets in second weekend flop. And we've got the notorious John Roca's argument that, well, let's just read his words. Some people won't want to hear this at all, but it might be time to stop putting all the blame on studios or creatives for underperforming movies. It might be time to start looking at intelligence levels of moviegoers. So the cope here is, you guys just don't understand that the politics that we had to put into our movie to make this a good movie for Hollywood. You guys are wrong. You just need to throw money at us. That's how that translates out to, because this absolute fucking retard has no idea about anything. That's why he's been a F-tier actor. Like, hold on, let me just pull up his IMDb page here, and you can see known for Windtalkers. You're like, he was in Windtalkers? Who the hell is that? Who was he in Windtalkers? I don't see him in the top cast. You know, I hate Nick Cage because he has the same personality of a fucking potato, but he still does decent movies. But you can look through these, and it's like, okay, I still don't see John Roca's here. Maybe he's in another cast. Let's just control F for Roca here. John Stephen Roca, Marine. An unnamed Marine. Literally no named. Just random Marine in the background walking by. That's who's saying we need to blame the audience for our mistakes, for making movies that nobody wants to see. You know, the only dub I'll give him here is that Jurassic World Rebirth was absolutely stupid. But, you know, like I said, it's going to be a stupid movie. It's going to be one of the worst things, but people are still going to pay to go see dinosaur movies because, well, I mean, people are stupid. But everybody's wondering, like, what's the number? What's the box office look like? Because all I heard from the legacy media is that it's #1 in the box office. I mean, technically, yes. When you compare it to The Bad Guys 2 and the new Naked Gun movie, sure, I guess it's #1. You know, it's like going to a turd polishing contest and being like, which turd looks the most polished? You're the winner. That's not something to be proud of. It's really not. So what do the numbers actually look like here? Well, we're coming in at 198 million in domestic box office, 170 in the international box office, bringing it to a grand total of $368.7 million. They're like, well, Sleazy, wasn't the budget for this like $200 million? And we're going to break this down because there's a lot of people who still don't understand what that means. They think like, oh, this movie completely made $368.7 million because it didn't cost anything to make. That's not how that works at all. Okay, so the budget's $200 million. So 368 looks like it's a fantastic number, and it's almost doubled its production budget. You know what? We're gonna do math here, okay? We're gonna take that 368.7 million, and we're gonna divide it by 2 because half of that goes to the movie theaters. So instantly, we're talking about a whopping total of $84.3 million. So it didn't make its budget back. Oh, but wait, there's more. We forgot about marketing. Marketing's 1.5 to 2 times its production budget. So we're gonna just subtract. You know what? Let's make it easier. Let's say it's half. We'll say it's half of its production budget. That's $100 million. Oh my God. Would you look at that? Would you look at that, guys? We're talking a loss here. We're talking a major loss here. Oh my God. Yikes, Disney, what are you doing? What are you doing? How are you this much of a failure? Maybe it's because all those stupid politics you keep putting into movies that's ruining your movies. But you know what? Let's go ahead and since they want to compare it to Jurassic Park and say it's doing better than Jurassic Park in its second weekend, let's see how that holds true. Oh wait, Jurassic Park made almost $800 million. $800 million, and I think its budget was about the same, yet $200 million. So yeah, Jurassic Park probably actually made money. We're actually doing that. You know what? Let's compare it to the most recent superhero movie since Den and Geek wants to say, you know, it's doing so well. It's doing the bestest of the bestest here. It's totally not a flop. The Superman movie was also a flop, and I've got the numbers pulled up each weekend for here. Let's just jump back here and see how each weekend did. So it's opening weekend, $57 million for Fantastic Four. All right, so did a little less its opening weekend. Superman just did $1 million less. Okay, now let's take another look at Fantastic Four's second weekend, because we can easily do that. And on the second, it did $15.5 million. Superman held better than than the Fantastic Four movies. So it's not even close. And I already admitted the Superman movie was better than Zack Snyder's, and it did better than the Snyder movies, but it's still a flop. You know, it's like I watched some channel that they do miniature wargaming, and they go through like historical stuff, and they change decisions just to kind of see how it would go. And you know, I know a lot of it's made up BS, but they were trying to talk about how The Patriot was a hyper successful movie, and wondering why they didn't make more movies about the Revolutionary War. And I literally had to like leave in the comments like, that's not how movie budgets work at all, and break that down, that The Patriot was actually kind of a flop, and the only place it made money was in DVD sales. And well, we're in 2025 and DVD sales don't actually matter anymore, because I mean, realistically, how many of you have a DVD player? How many of you? I know there's probably like 5 of you, but there's not a lot of people. There's not a lot of people. So anybody who tells you that the Fantastic Four is a fantastic movie, 1, they're fucking lying, and 2, it's an absolute flop and nobody cared to fucking see it. And the only thing I've got to say to that is, good, suffer Disney, we hate you. But that's it for this video, guys. Make sure you smash that like button, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share this one out. Until the next one, guys, be easy like sleazy. Are you tired of that boring, bland coffee, the generic shill coffee, the generic no-name coffee? Well, check this out. We have the Dragon's Treasure tea today. Now here at the Dragon's Treasure, you will find teas for everybody's taste. Everything you could possibly imagine, including soaps. That's right, you know you stink at the end of the day, so make sure you check out those soaps. They're actually pretty nice. I would recommend them, especially for your convention goers. This is something you desperately need. But wait, there's more. We have the Dragon's Treasure coffee. Now, this isn't your normal dropship coffee here. This is the Dragon Treasure Special. Here we have a beautiful blend of different coffees to fulfill all your taste bud needs. But wait, there's even more. Use the promo code Sleazy Society and get a 10% discount on your order. That's right, guys. Be like me. Be a good Jew. Get a nice little discount while you're at it. Shop at the Dragon's Treasure. And did I mention that every bag of tea comes with a hot waifu sticker on it? Save those, collect them, trade them. I don't care what you do with them, but just buy the Dragon's Treasure tea.